Hey everyone, this is Pam, aka Electra Banderella, coming at you, not for a weekly update, but Saturday. I completely forgot that it was my 4-year surge anniversary. I remembered on Friday, but then on Saturday, kind of didn't remember till later in the day. It's just life's been a little chaotic, and kind of just slipped by. So I figured I'd come on and make a video. So, what and how the hell do I sum up year 3? Year 3 was about life lessons. How about that? This is delicately as I can put it, without going off the chain. Okay. It was a learning experience. There was the good and the bad, and it is what it is. Year 3 was the year of major regain for me. I gained 30 pounds, and the reason for those 30 pounds was M&M's, ice cream, cupcakes, and wine. Lots of Moscato. Yeah. All things that don't belong in your bariatric life. They were in my life in abundance. And along with those things in abundance, there was lack of physical activity. Not to say there was no physical activity, because that would be lying. There was a lack of formal 30 to 60 minutes a day physical activity. Let's put it that way. And when you, or a cancer survivor, does not oxygenate their body, that gives cancer cells room to grow. My wake-up call came at the end of last year when my hematologist/oncologist sat me down and said, your tumor markers are rising too quickly, and what the hell are we going to do about it? Excuse me, but my phone is going off the chain. So yeah, there were activities last year, of course. There was January, I did the Frozen Buns run. February, I did the Truffle Shuffle. March, we did the St. Patty's Day race. April was supposed to be Go St. Louis, but it rained really hard, and there was no races for the rest of the year. Till September, we did the Family Draft for Ovarian Cancer. There were hikes. I got my bike for my birthday last year, and there were rides. There were some things that became out of my comfort zone. One was canoeing in August that we went on. It was a 9-mile canoe trip. That was, I liked it. It was very peaceful being out on the river. It was a lot of teamwork. It was an effort. It was a great exercise, and I felt it for a week afterwards. You were sore in places that you never dreamed you'd be sore in. So yeah, it was interesting. And then there was also that zip lining, which I did not like. Not gonna lie. It was out of my comfort zone, and it was a trust issue thing, and I just didn't like it. So don't be looking for me to go down Fremont Street with you in Vegas. It's not happening. At the end of my 3rd-year abandoned life, as I said, my doctor sat me down and said, what the fuck are you doing to your life? Are you trying to kill yourself again? To which I had to gain some control, which I did. I'm happy to say by Saturday, this last Saturday, I had lost 28 of my 30 pounds of regain. If you can't see, I have a waist again, which was majorly absent for quite some time. I'm back into my 14s, which are starting to get a little bit loose on me. So hopefully my 12s aren't far behind. It's water, not wine, after I talked about wine, right? So yeah, year 3 was all about learning, life lessons, and we'll leave it at that. And year 4, because we're closing the chapter on year 3, what is year 4 all about? Well, those of you looking at the background of this video, notice that this is not a familiar background. It's not at all. Not in the least. This would be the my kitchen in my new condo. And this would be the new book of my life. This would be the first page. It was blank. And we wrote in the first page, Pam moves into her new condo. So, year 4 starting out as an adventure. A new adventure. A new step forward in my life. It started with a little bit of pain. I won't lie to that. But as I said, there's a lesson in there. There always is. And that lesson was to learn to trust my own instincts, to remember that I am enough, to remember that I am brave enough to stand on my own 2 feet. I am smart enough to take care of myself. I am a woman to be reckoned with. I took care of myself for a long time. I am enough to take care of me. I like who I am at the end of the day. I can look at myself in the mirror and be safe and secure and know that I made a difference in this world and I touched somebody's life. Since I've made this transition, I have been abundantly blessed. So, as my mama used to say, you done something right, girl, if all these blessings have flowed to you. So, in that I am safe and secure, and I am enough. So what are we going to do about not having any regain going into year 4? The sugar is gone out of my life. Make no mistake about that. I don't even like the taste of peanut M&Ms. I know, crazy, right? I am a food addict. I am not afraid to say that. When I was stressed, I turned to M&Ms. Those things went in my mouth. I never even tasted them. I ate them. I thought to myself, they calmed me down. What they did was made me crave more. So really, it was destructive, point blank. The same thing with cupcakes. It is not, it has no value to my body whatsoever. I try not to harp on the fact that I'm a cancer survivor, but it is and always will forever be at the forefront of my thoughts, because what I do in my life directly correlates to whether I will stay in remission or whether my cancer will decide to spread. And that starts with me keeping my diet in check and me moving my body. So, that is what year 4 is about. Year 4 is about changing more to a plant-based diet, more along the lines of the paleo diet, not having like intense meats that are going to tax my body, but more fish-based. I love fish, and I'm going to stay more towards fish and lighter fat meats and plant-based diet, because that's what's best for my body. I am going to get at least 60 to 90 minutes of exercise in a day. Like I said, I have my bike. I live close to 2 amazing trails here in St. Louis that my bike is going to see a lot of this spring and summer. And, I reconnected with some friends when I moved into this area. That was one of the mainstays of me moving into the condo that I moved into, was because it was close to a lot of my friends in that support system, and it was a major plus for me. And I'm close to some other things that was a major plus for me too. I'm very close to work now. I no longer have a humongous drive, which is also a plus. Smokey is loving our new space. We have a very long, lovely balcony that she has taken to. She hasn't tried to jump, so that's a plus. She just likes to be out there and you know, she looks at the birds. She hasn't chased a bird yet, so that's a good thing. It's long enough and big enough that we'll be able to put some Adirondack chairs out there to be able to sit in there and soak up some sun, sit out there, read a book, you know, just enjoy the view. So that is that. This 4th year is going to rock. I'm looking forward to Vegas. I am very blessed to have some amazing people in my life that are making it so I can go to Vegas. I'm looking forward to Atlantic City, and I'm looking forward to getting my ass to goal because I have a mission, and there is nothing and there is no one that is going to get me off a course at this time. It's all about me, and that's who I'm going to focus on again, is me, because if we don't take care of us, we're no good to anyone else. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on. I will try to stick some pictures at the end here, just kind of a little video montage of life. And until then, I will probably do a video tomorrow, so you might see a lot of my face in the next couple days. Until then, peace out.